lovelies, it's time for my January favourites, and I have a nice selection of things to show you, from clothing to food to beauty items, a book, and I actually have some music and some YouTube channels that I want to talk about. So let's get started. First is a book that I've been asked about loads. I've featured it a couple of times on my Instagram, and so many of you have been asking me to review it and whether it's worth getting and actually what the book even is. This is called Eat Pretty, and this is by Jolene Hart. The illustrations are so lovely and it's just a really enjoyable book to read because it's just laid out so nice. I tried to get this book a few months ago and nowhere had it in stock, and then I just randomly found it in my town a few weeks ago. I'm over halfway through this now and I am loving it. It's so useful. It's got so much information on nutrition and how food affects your body. I've always been interested in nutrition and I know a fair amount through reading lots of books and doing research online and things, but there's so much more that I've learned from this book. There's some lovely advice, not just about food but just about your well-being in general. There's also recipes in here. So the first half of the book introduces you to the whole idea of eat pretty. If your insides aren't healthy, then it's going to show on the outside. And then there's sections on different seasons, and I've never thought about changing my food depending on the season, and it's really interesting. The thing I like about this one is that it's not biased, and by that I mean I've read a lot of food and nutrition books and they all seem to be quite pushy in the way that if the person who's written it is vegan, they're like, you have to be vegan or you have to be vegetarian. But this one is just a good all-rounder. This is good for everyone. I could go on about this book for ages. I love everything about it. So on the subject of food, a few weeks ago I discovered probably one of the best things, and that is Booja ice cream. I think that's how you say the name. Booja. Not only is it dairy free, it's only made out of 4 ingredients and it's organic. This is the Hunky Punky chocolate. This is made from water, agave syrup, cashew nuts and cacao. That's it. And I'm amazed at how close it tastes like normal chocolate ice cream, and it's just really smooth and creamy. The other night I decided to try the vanilla one and that's just as good. Another food related thing, and that's a bowl. Some of you may know my weird obsession that I have with mugs and bowls. I was in TK Maxx the other day and I came across this one. It's a peachy pink colour inside, and then on the outside it's white and it's got this cool design. And I've pretty much been eating most meals in this, so I thought I'd mention it. Before I get onto some beauty things, let's do some clothing. So I have been loving this jumper from Topshop, and you guessed it, it's got stripes. For so long I've been trying to find a jumper like this, just a bog standard fit. I found it finally. I don't know if they have this online, but if they do I'll link it in the down bar. So last month I was watching YouTube videos quite late at night, decided that I would check up on Gabby, and she mentioned a few candles, and of course my natural instinct at 1 o'clock in the morning was to pause the video and go search for them on eBay. I bought 3, but my favourite one has been this one, which is in a tin. I really like candles in tins. This is vanilla wood, so this obviously smells like vanilla, but it's also got patchouli and birch tar in, which doesn't sound that appealing, but it's really good. If you've seen my latest Lush haul, you will know that recently I've really been loving vanilla, anything vanilla, whether it's in my food or whether it's a fragrance. And it's not too sweet because it's got the earthy tones in it as well, so it balances out the sweetness, and it's such a nice smell. I know you can get them in Clinton's. Oh, it smells so good. So another fragrance thing is this perfume. It's Lovely by Sarah Jessica Parker, and I mentioned this in my beauty haul back in the end of December. And like I said in that video, it reminds me of a perfume that my mum used to wear when I was in my early teens, and I've pretty much been wearing this every day since I got it. I love the smell of it so much, and it probably is just because it reminds me of my mum, but that's definitely not a bad thing. It's about £20. I'll find a link for it for you and pop it in the down bar. Next is a shampoo from Lush. This is the big sea salt shampoo, and this has seaweed and coconut, which gives the hair softness, and lemons and limes to give shine. And fragrance wise it has neroli, mandarin, orange flower absolute and vanilla. Oh, I didn't know it had vanilla in it. And I'm probably the last person that would get recommended big sea salt shampoo. Sea salt. It may not look like it because obviously I've styled my hair, but I do have really coarse, thick hair, and big shampoo is probably the last thing that I would have thought I'd go for. So usually people with fine hair that gets greasier quicker, would go for something like big, because obviously the sea salt adds volume and the citrus fruits help to absorb any excess oil. But I wanted to give this a go, and I'm so glad that I tried it because it doesn't make my hair crazy big. This makes my hair feel so clean. It makes my hair shiny and my hair feels so soft. I love this stuff. I'm going to be buying it again. For so long I've been trying to get into a fitness routine, obviously not to lose weight. It's really annoying that I have to sort of put that disclaimer out there. I've wanted for a long time to have a decent fitness routine because, one, I want to, you know, build up my stamina. My stamina is awful. I really want to build up strength, and it's proven to help with your mood this year. And it wasn't a New Year's resolution. I kind of just fell into it. Most days I have just been doing some form of exercise. So about a year ago I came across a YouTube channel called Yoga with Adriene, and I tried to do one of her videos and I just couldn't focus. That was that. I didn't do it again. And then a year on I checked out her channel again and decided I really want to pursue this yoga thing. She has a playlist called 30 Days of Yoga, and it's really good for beginners because I really don't know what I'm doing when it comes to yoga. And you do yoga for all types of things every day, and it can be anything between 10-minute video to a 30-minute video, and I really recommend it if you want to start doing yoga. And I just really enjoy doing it with her as well because it feels like I've got a friend in the room, and she's just really calming to watch. I can't remember the last time I mentioned music in a monthly favourites video, so I thought I would mention some music things. Recently I discovered an artist called Adriene. I've been listening to him on Spotify almost every day since I found him a few weeks ago. And then I also rediscovered Tom Baxter. I used to listen to Tom Baxter all the time, and then randomly he just popped into my head and I had to search for him on Spotify, and it was on Spotify, and I've been listening to him lots as well. And I've also been loving Codaline. I reckon, I don't know, I'll leave links to somewhere you can listen to them in the down bar. I don't know whether it'll be a YouTube playlist that I do or a Spotify playlist or something. Probably a YouTube playlist because not everyone has Spotify. So I'll link a little playlist in the down bar, some of my favourite songs by them. So that's it. That's everything that I've been loving the last month. And before I go, I just wanted to mention that on my vlogging channel, I am doing Feb vlog, which means I am vlogging not every day, but I'm vlogging every other day. If you want to keep up with that, head on over to there and subscribe if you feel like it. And I will see you in my next video. Bye. Hey my lovelies, so it's time for me to show you some things that I were enjoying in the month. Hey my lovelies, so it's to show you my January favourites. So what's wrong with me today? How is this my job? Just